on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. Now he's flushed out left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To mix it on the check down. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Into a sea of defenders. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the block.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ready? You ready? Mike forward. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. He's coming.
They'll run it with Jones. There's the stiff arm. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, it's Jones. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
11.
Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the delay, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
On 2, right?
Check. 9. Bring it.
11 mighty.
Check 24.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Pass, catch, 1st down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Second and 6.
Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
11, mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Hey, can. Shot.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So as the rain continues to fall, so too do the field goal percentages. His 3rd miss of the ball game.
And sometimes you just get so focused about that plant foot giving out, Brandon, that you forget to concentrate on the kick itself. And this weather's really impacted his performance. There's no doubt about it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 15.
101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Under 10, 10.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Both Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense could breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Again, it's Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Fights him off, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
Burrow. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw, Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now Burrow.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Rodgers to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.